When you think of armored warfare, you probably picture massive battle tanks rolling across open fields. But in urban combat, tanks are far from invincible. Narrow streets, tall buildings, and hidden ambushes make them extremely vulnerable. To solve this problem, Russia created a unique vehicle, the BMPT, also known as the Terminator. Built for the brutal realities of city fighting, it was designed to protect tanks where they are weakest. In today's video, we'll explore the history, design, weapons, and battlefield role of the Russian BMPT Terminator. Tanks dominate in open terrain, but cities are a different story. In urban warfare, armor becomes trapped in narrow streets, with enemies firing from windows, rooftops, and basements. We saw this clearly in history. During the Battle of Berlin in World War II, Soviet tanks pushing into the city were devastated by infantry armed with Panzerfaust anti-tank weapons. Decades later, in Grozny, during the Chechen Wars, Russian T-72s and T-80s suffered catastrophic losses as RPG teams destroyed them from every angle. Urban terrain amplifies a tank's weaknesses: limited visibility, restricted gun movement, and exposure to infantry carrying cheap but deadly anti-tank weapons. The core issue is the main gun. On a tank like the T-72, the 125mm smoothbore cannon is powerful, but it's not suited for close-quarters fighting. It's slow to reload. It has limited elevation and depression, making it hard to engage enemies on rooftops or in basements. And its rounds are designed for armored vehicles, not fast-moving infantry with RPGs around every corner. In cities, tanks are often blind, slow to react, and dangerously exposed. To address this vulnerability, Russia began developing a new class of armored vehicle in the early 2000s. Its mission? Support tanks in urban combat by eliminating infantry threats that tanks couldn't effectively target. The result was the BMPT, or Tank Support Fighting Vehicle. Western analysts quickly nicknamed it the Terminator, and for good reason. The BMPT is built on a proven platform, the T-72 tank chassis. But instead of the heavy turret and 125mm gun, it carries a remote-controlled weapons station loaded with diverse armament. Here's what it brings to the battlefield. Two 30mm 2A42 autocannons with a combined ammunition load of 850 rounds, capable of firing up to 600 rounds per minute. 4 Ataka 130mm anti-tank guided missiles, giving it the ability to engage enemy armor and fortified positions. 2 30mm automatic grenade launchers for suppressing infantry behind cover, and a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun for lighter targets. This diverse arsenal makes the Terminator far more flexible than a traditional tank. What makes the BMPT truly unique is how its weapons are configured for city fighting. The autocannons are fully stabilized and can elevate up to 45 degrees, allowing them to fire at enemies hiding in upper floors and rooftops. They can fire multiple types of ammunition, including armor-piercing, high-explosive, and incendiary rounds. With an effective range of 2,000 meters, they can cover a wide area in urban or mountainous terrain. Its advanced fire control system uses panoramic thermal cameras and computerized targeting, giving the Terminator accurate engagement capability even at night. Together, these systems give it the ability to neutralize threats quickly, something tanks struggle with. Since the BMPT is based on the T-72 tank chassis, it benefits from the heavy armor. It's fitted with explosive reactive armor to resist RPGs and anti-tank missiles. The crew is larger than a tank's, 5 personnel: a commander, driver, gunner, and 2 grenade launcher operators. This ensures multiple weapons can be controlled at the same time, increasing situational awareness and reaction speed. The Russian doctrine for using the Terminator is straightforward. For every tank operating in an urban environment, 2 BMPT Terminators provide direct support. While the tank focuses on enemy armor or fortified positions, the Terminators sweep the surrounding area, eliminating infantry threats before they can ambush. This pairing creates combined arms team optimized for city fighting. The BMPT is believed to have seen combat in Syria, supporting Russian and Syrian forces in urban warfare scenarios. Reports suggest it was tested in real conditions to evaluate its effectiveness. More recently, BMPT Terminators have been spotted in Ukraine, particularly in the Donbass region. Their deployment suggests that Russia anticipates or is already engaged in urban battles where tanks alone would be too vulnerable. The BMPT Terminator represents a fascinating evolution in armored warfare. Instead of replacing tanks, it was designed to protect them, filling a critical gap exposed in battles from Berlin to Grozny. With its combination of autocannons, missiles, grenade launchers, and advanced optics, the Terminator is a purpose-built machine for urban combat, one that reflects Russia's lessons learned the hard way. Whether it proves itself on the battlefield remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the BMPT Terminator is a unique and powerful response to one of modern warfare's toughest challenges. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the BMPT Terminator, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Military Power TV, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss our next deep dive into military history and technology.